Hey everyone, Brandon here at Fuzzywallz Mastering, and I'm super excited to show you this Noble and Cooley Solid Shell Birdseye Maple 14 by 7-inch snare drum. This thing is a truly unique drum, and it sounds as great as it looks, so let's get right into it. I didn't necessarily pick this drum to review, but I knew whatever drum I did choose I would be reviewing, so I went and I tried out a few different drums at a local store and picked the one I liked the best, and this is the one. So I ended up comparing this to a Pearl free-floating maple, a Ludwig Supraphonic snare drum, and another Ludwig maple snare drum, in addition to a Dialtune snare drum, which is an interesting beast altogether. But at the end of the day, this Noble and Cooley won out, so here we are. Quick shout out to the West Coast Drum Shop in Bellevue for helping me select this instrument. All the drums that I tried out were unique and solid drums. Each one had its own characteristics, but I think you'll know what I'm talking about when I say that this snare just stood out. So maybe we take it back a step and look at Noble and Cooley real quick. According to their site, Noble and Cooley started making drums in 1854 when Silas Noble and James P. Cooley began crafting drums in the Noble farmhouse. Soon enough, they ended up moving into a small factory, and the rest, as they say, is American history. So an old American company that's been making drums for a long time. So this snare is the result of some amazing craftsmanship and design, plus there are some baked in newer technologies that are very cool that a old snare would not have. This results in the drum sounding just as good as it looks. So some specific things about this drum. The drum has a single shell construction, so it's made from a single piece of maple that is actually steam bent. And you know, Noble and Cooley aren't the only ones to do this, but what it does is creates a seamless resonant shell. But Noble and Cooley do have some unique features within the drum. They have their nodal point lug system. This positions the lugs where the shell has its natural vibration nodes, which cuts out most interference and lets the snare ring out untouched for some killer tone and resonance. There are some reinforcement hoops added to keep things as solid as possible, plus they help to shape the drum's overall tone. All this creates a warm and natural snare sound with the attack needed as well. This is really what drew me into the drum. It covers all the bases in terms of tone, and aside from looking so nice, it felt like it was versatile in sound while never wavering from its true characteristics. Other things that I'd mentioned that are unique to this drum are the Noble and Cooley snare system, which includes their patented cam action snare wires designed to allow tight tensioning without choking the bottom. Also, the bearing edges on the inside of the shell here are lathed for maximum resonance and power. Noble and Cooley actually claim that their edges are true to 1/10,000th of an inch. This drum has hand-cut bearing edges, which are double-checked on a machinist's grade granite flat. Wow, that's some quality control right there. Okay, so you've seen this drum from a few different angles. You've got a little history and information about how it's unique and different. I guess we're all set. Just kidding. I know you guys want to hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that without wasting too much more time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the snare alone a few different ways, a few different tunings. Then I'll throw it on the kit here and play it along with that. So I've got it mic'd up with an industry standard Shure SM57. Also got an Audix D6 in the kick drum, got some paired Rhodes for the overhead, so we'll be able to get a feel for how this thing sounds alone in a few different ways, and then how exactly it's going to sound with the kit as well. So many great things about this drum. I'm impressed with the way it sounds, with the way it looks. Everything is good. Really, the only drawback is the price. I mean, it is a handcrafted, American-made drum. It's a high-end snare drum, so that does come with the territory, but it costs over $1,300. So just being straight up about it is not going to be everybody's budget, and therefore that I see as a bit of a drawback. But really, that's the only one. Did I make the right pick? I mean, I think I did. If you disagree, feel free to hit me in the comments and let me know what you think.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and please remember to subscribe to the Fuzzywallz channel. Anything you'd like to add? Feel free to leave a comment. And when that final mix is ready for mastering, Fuzzywallz is standing by.